The best street photography cameras to buy right now. I want to share with you from my long experience what are the best cameras for street photography that you can buy right now, even if you are a beginner or an advanced user. Let's talk about this now. Hi there and welcome to my channel. My name is Tudor Matescu and I like to talk about street photography, gear and photography tips and tricks. And if you are liking content like this, please subscribe now to my channel because it will help me a lot. So let's get to the subject. What is the best camera for street photography? Or better said, what is the best camera for you for street photography? Well, the short answer is the best camera is the one that you have on you. And thinking about this aspect, I managed to strip down the list at seven cameras that will do the job. So the first camera that will do the job the best, if you are asking me, is X-T5, Fujifilm X-T5. This camera has it all. The first thing is that this camera is small. The second is that this camera is pretty light, not very light, but pretty light. Compare it to X100V with 80mm f2, you are almost there. As weight. So this camera is great for street photography because you are having these dials, and with the aperture ring you can control the camera before shooting. And believe me, when you'll use it, you will feel that joy, you will feel that passion of setting up the camera before taking the shot. And if you'll use the camera with a manual flash like Godox that can also be used in auto mode, then you'll have a great experience. Also the AF is very good, it's having lots of megapixels and you can have those files smaller, how I've showed in my Fuji Shorts tutorials, and so on. So I totally recommend Fujifilm X-T5 as a great street photography camera, and more than that, of course. The next camera that I recommend is X-Pro 3. Fujifilm X-Pro 3 is a great camera. Yes, it may not have the AF speed of X-T5, but the firmware of X-T5 can support some improvements regarding AF, and this X-Pro 3 is a totally another camera. Because it's having an optical viewfinder and the screen is closed. Also, it's having two dual SD cards and all the buttons and dials that you need to control this camera. So if you like to shoot analog, and if you want the most analog experience with a digital camera, without breaking the bank, without having to buy a Leica MD camera or a Leica M6 film camera, then this is the closest that you can get from an experience like this. This is the closest. The X-Pro 3 is staying very well with lots of lenses. As you can see here, I have it with 80mm f1.4, and unfortunately I didn't have time to test this 80mm f1.4 on X-Pro 3 because I've used it just on X-T5. But the AF is great, the image quality is great on X-T5, and for sure it will be great on X-Pro 3. But you don't buy X-Pro 3 for street photography to pair it with such a big lens. You can pair it with 27mm f2.8 and 80mm f2 and another Fujicron lens like 35mm f2 lens. And you will have a Leica MD here. So a totally great weather sealed do-it-all package from Fujifilm. The next camera that I recommend, no, it's not X100V, it's XE4, it's Fujifilm XE4. I've made lots of videos regarding Fujifilm XE4, but I sold it for X-T5. This is it, what I can do. But XE4 is a great little camera that is having a better firmware than X-Pro 3, it's having the firmware from X-T4, it's having great image quality, great AF, better than X-Pro 3 if you are asking me, better tracking, it's having a tilt screen, and so on. For XE4 to work for you, the only thing that I recommend is add a thumb grip. To XE4 and you'll have a great small package, light is the lightest camera from all, that is supporting lenses from Fujifilm. So you can pair it with the 35mm f1.4, what a great package. You can pair it with 27mm f2.8 or 80mm f2 and so on. So all the small lenses and the f1.4 small lenses from Fujifilm and also Sigma lenses are staying great on Fujifilm XE4. So XE4, great camera for street photography. And now we are getting to X100V. Yes, if you want a fixed lens, the best camera that is not pocketable, and I will get to other options that are pocketable, then X100V is for you. Why? Because it's having onboard flash, because it's having 4 stops and the filter, because it's having the leaf shutter that is very silent. And by the way, the XT4 shutter is very silent, amazing. But also X100V is having this tilt screen, and you can shoot from a lower angle and so on and so on. The dials, the build quality is very good. The camera is weather seat when you will add the protective filter and the square hood, why not? So a very good camera for street photography. I have lots of fun with this camera and it's one of the best. If you don't want other lenses and if you are okay with the 35mm f2 lens, then this is the one for you for sure. And the next camera that I don't have it on me right now is GX9. It's Lumix GX9, a micro four thirds camera. That camera is extraordinary, extraordinary, and it's very budget friendly, It's having a great IBIS. You can take video while taking pictures. This is huge. This is great. You have lots of small lenses, 20mm f1.7, 80mm f1.8 from Olympus, and my recommendation is pair it GX9 with 80mm f1.8 and the kit zoom, the small kit zoom, and you have a great package that can help you do it all. GX9 is my #1 budget friendly and good quality camera So if you are a beginner, my advice is start with Lumix GX9. You will not regret it at all. I have here a surprise camera, so be sure not to miss it. So the next camera is not this. I will show you immediately what is the next camera, but the next camera that you can go for is Ricoh GR3 or Ricoh GR3X. I didn't bought those cameras because of the price, and those cameras weren't in my budget. I wasn't motivated to get them for the price. But using this camera, I am more and more curious to use Ricoh GR3 or GR3X. My advice is go for Ricoh GR3, not the X version that is having a 40mm field of view equivalent lens. You can obtain that field of view equivalent lens with Fujifilm X100V also. So for a small camera, I prefer the 28mm field of view. And this is taking me to the last camera, the surprise camera, the camera that will rule them all if you are asking me, the camera that you should start with if you don't have it. This is Fujifilm XF10. Fujifilm XF10 is so small, The battery is extraordinary, but what's more important is the lens. The lens is crazy good. It's crazy good. And it's very compact. It enters into your jeans pocket or in a pocket very easily. So this camera, of course with Ricoh GR3, are the cameras that you can take with you everywhere, anywhere without needing a camera bag. And it will offer you great image quality. And the price is again very good, but the price of XF10 I feel that is a little more friendly than a Ricoh GR3. So this is my 7 recommendation, and I totally love this camera. Why? Because how I've said, is small. You have the snap shooting option that will pre-close, like on a film camera, the aperture. So you can set this camera in that snapshot mode and just press the button to shoot or the screen. Yes, the AF is laggish. You don't buy this camera to use it with AF. No, you take this camera to have it on you in days when you can't carry a more powerful camera, and you take it with you to take snapshots. You can use it on AF, of course, you can use it, but I prefer to use it in snapshots mode, and I've obtained great images with this camera. So the lens is good at f11 also, and f16 if you want to use it on a bright sunny day, but at f11 the camera is bringing lots of details, lots of texture in the picture, and on sunny days, on days with lots of light, you can use it very well. Also, it can be used at f2.8 by night and with flash. I've done this by night with manual focus, and the experience is great. You just need to practice a little and it will be a great experience. Just take the camera, snap, with flash, without flash, in sunny days, and so on, and you get great results. So this is a great camera that you really need to have it in your arsenal. So in conclusion, what do I recommend to get if you have the budget, and if you want the best of all, and if you want to carry a camera with you like I want, a light camera, a capable camera? My advice is go with XT5 and 80mm f2 or 27mm f2.8. A great light package with IBIS, with great image quality, future-proof. So the best from these recommendations. The next option, budget friendly, is Lumix GX9 with 70mm f1.8. A great camera that it will do what XT5 is doing at a lower price. Yes, you'll have some low light penalties and some image quality penalties, but for street photography you will not feel them. You will not feel them at all. The last camera that I recommend that can be paired with XT5 or Lumix GX9 is XF10. Yes, XF10 can be your only camera, or it can be a go-to camera with XT5 or Lumix GX9 depending on the lenses that you are using. And if you are having the budget, of course, go for Ricoh GR. But indifferently of your choosing any of these cameras, being Micro Four Thirds or being Fujifilm cameras, will be great for street photography. Thank you for watching this video. Please subscribe for more, and I will talk to you soon. Bye bye.